What's good, everybody? Now tuned into the ProHustle Zone with Moan, where we talk about all things pro hustle, and it's all about mastering your craft and monetizing the skills. You feel what I'm saying? So, and today, this show is sponsored by Innovative Culture. Y'all type in Innovative Culture on Instagram and YouTube. Got a guest from me here today, the homie. Played with him in college. We're going to have a lot to talk about. I'm going to freestyle this. You know what I mean? We're going to have a lot to talk about. Feel me? Let him introduce himself.
What's good, everybody? Well, appreciate you inviting me to the show, bro.
Most definitely. Appreciate you coming.
So, I'm Free, a.k.a. D-Free, a.k.a. Free Khalif, a.k.a. Plant Poppy, Plant Daddy, a.k.a. the swole tall dude, all that good stuff. But, yeah, bro, I'm just in town. We had to link up and, make it happen.
Most definitely. Free, real quick, let them know where they can find you at. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, Instagram at Stronger Sean. And my plant profile, you can find me at Free Khalif. And the business page, you can hit at Freeman's Hemco. All IG.
Most def. So, got that out the way real quick, the intro, Free. In detail, let them know what it is, what you do, what's your pro hustle.
Man, the hustle is hemp. So the hustle's been hemp for the last couple years. I rock with cannabis heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody's cannabis lovers. So yeah, I'm an advocate for that. But other than like getting high, bro, like hemp is like a super plant, bro, and I really want our people to just tap in, to the plant other than CBD, bro. It's other things that
qualities.
Man,
good
so
qualities.
many. They say it's over like 7,000 uses or something like that, crazy number like that. But for what we do at Freeman's Hemco is we sell hemp protein. You know what I mean? We want to give people an alternative protein source. Vegan, organic, all natural, just one plant protein source, bro. And when I drop that, other ideas start coming, like hemp oil.
Start flowing.
Hemp oil and moisturizers, hemp oil and facial serum. So that's the hustle right now, Fitness been the hustle. Plants is a new hustle that I'm doing. It's not really a hustle, but
something you into.
It's a big vibe. You know what I mean? It's a major vibe.
I
right
definitely
now.
like it. I be seeing your pics. They be some dope ass pics in the middle of the plants. You in there cleaning them on your Bernie Mac shit from How to Be a Player.
You feel me, bro? It's a major vibe right now. So that's something I'm doing. I'm really trying to get out of the fitness space, bro. It's so crowded. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm trying to get out of that space and really just tap in with black men and black men mental health, black men health in general. You know what I mean? So that's my new wave, getting my mans in the plants, getting my guys into the gym, getting my guys eating healthy.
Most def.
You know what I mean? Getting my guys on a facial routine, getting my guys,
skin care,
all that good stuff, bro. Just trying to grow my guys out there, because there's a lot of guys out there don't even manscape.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So like,
right.
It's that time, fellas. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It don't make you, feminine or nothing like that, bro. Just
don't be putting no hearts in nothing. You know what I mean?
we just trying to elevate. You know what I mean? Change it up. You know what I mean? Change that narrative. You know what I mean? And just it's a mental thing.
Most def. The funny thing that you even say that the guys got to start grooming themselves a little more, because it seemed like, if I'm not mistaken, when we was younger, like in the 90s, early 90s, it seemed like, and it, like a little bit of 80s, it seemed like niggas was trying to be sexy. If you get what I'm saying, like the OGs used to play their oldies and, throw the silk shirt, with the muscles, you feel what I'm saying, to get that pose, you feel me? So I definitely know what you mean. Fellas do got to start tapping in with that, I definitely try to get my skin and stuff on. I've been slacking a little bit with my beard, trying to grow it back out.
It's just like, just self-care in general, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy times we living in. So, especially for black men. So
most def.
We got to tap in with ourselves, take care of ourselves. And that's what it's pretty much all about, bro. You know what I mean? Plants give you peace. Taking care of yourself gives you peace.
Most
You know
def.
what I mean? Eating the right stuff. Moving your body. You know what I mean? All that shit give you peace, bro.
Most
So
def.
that's the wave I'm on right now.
I definitely know what you mean by that. Because it's just about keeping yourself in a routine of what's keeping you flowing, energetic, happy, ideas flowing, creativity. Definitely, we talked it up a couple of times on some spiritual stuff after college basketball. You feel what I'm saying? This is my old, you know what I mean? We played on, you know what I mean, college team. Like, I don't want to say what team, you know what I mean? Just in case we get into some combo about that team. But you feel what I'm saying? Free a hooper, most definitely. It was times where we were free. Used to be in the game, boy, and I would be coming off the bench. I'd be in there looking at me, Steph, Dion, a couple of us be up on the bench, be like, what the fuck? Is Free sizing niggas up and just ripping and shooting over the top of people just like Melo? Then just jog back. Like, most def, he got game, surprisingly. He even slapped my shit up one day at practice.
It was good times, bro. Good times.
Most def.
Still think about the game.
You still be hooping?
I haven't touched a pill in
Me either.
years, bro.
Besides when I'm reffing and I'm just shooting up in there, I haven't really got into it like that either.
Haven't touched a pill in years, but I love the game. You know what I mean? I hung it up a little bit early.
But sometimes that's about closure and getting that peace though too.
Yeah,
because it could be stressful.
Hung it up early.
It could be stressful.
Yeah, you know, like banged up a lot.
Hurt.
Like,
The money situation, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're trying to provide, whether you got children, whether you don't, you know what I mean? It could be a tough one if you're not, I say, moving that clock quick.
Yeah, facts. Bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Especially like all the D1 players going D1, you do them 2 to 3, 4 years, you taken care of properly, you in and out, you know what I mean? But that don't mean that it's over for some people, because there's some of the homies that's out there that's still out there putting a show on, you know what I mean, overseas, and they playing D2. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with going overseas and doing that, but like salute to all my dudes doing that. I know a couple guys over there, couple guys in the league too. So like salute.
Most def.
For me, bro, it was just too much, bro. I was just too banged up. You know what I mean? I love the game, but just too banged up to play how I want to play. You know what I mean?
Most def. Be up in there bumping people, moving.
Yeah.
It's definitely that's. I know you probably caught that the one when I did up on FML podcast. Shout out to FML when I was talking about ProHustle. That was one of the things that made me get to moving towards pushing more of art. You feel what I'm saying in business? Because it's like, man, I've been being physical my whole life.
Facts.
Like, broke my hand, nose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas just tired of getting hurt. You feel me? Because you get hurt, you can't work. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? It don't feel too good all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. We've been trained to use the wrong muscles, bro.
Right.
We should have been
using the
this
brain,
one
right,
the whole time,
right,
bro. But
right.
yeah, that's just a thing in our community. You know what I mean?
The upbringing,
that pipeline,
mm-hmm.
that league or dope boy or like those options and stuff like that. I'm glad that shit is over with too. By the way,
most def, because
that shit is done.
It's most definitely more options available for individuals. Even if you ain't looking for them, sometimes the shit just pop right up in your lap. You feel me?
The sky's the limit, bro.
Most
you
definitely.
Know what I mean, like, and the world has changed, so.
Here, relax.
It's definitely a new wave, bro. These kids growing up now, bro, they YouTubers already at like 17, 18, 19, making 20 mil and stuff like that, so.
Early.
It's just a different time. Like, my daughter's already on YouTube, like, watching YouTube all the time. Watching other people play the game, play Roblox. I be like, you watching other people play? Like,
get up there and put your content out, huh?
It is what it is, but it's just a new wave. So I'm happy we moved away from that narrative, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I fuck with the new wave too, because I'm definitely interested in pushing my daughters early to not. If you want to play sports and other things like that, that's fine, but start thinking about ways that you can put it like this: whatever you enjoy to do in your life, you could get paid for. And that's what I want to teach my children. You feel what I'm saying? And you could do that early, because my daughter, like you said, YouTube, they only 3 and 2. we're about to be 4 and 3 this year, but they don't, you know what I mean? They get on YouTube and Baby Shark, but they're watching other little kids that's on YouTube doing the same thing that they could be doing, where we could just record them playing with new items, and that's in a way their business, you know what I mean? But it's just them naturally being themselves, you know what I mean, on camera, and you just of course get a nice little cameraman edit here and there.
Facts.
And I was just sitting there saying like, man, like my daughters is watching them all that. I said we could do the same the same damn thing. Like people are now throwing them like toys, just gifts. And it's quite ironic that when you broke, you don't get nothing free. But when you start doing doing something with yourself,
sponsorships,
right, you start getting free stuff. So it's like, I said, wow, they're not even paying for the stuff. They up there saying thank you for sending this, like kind of like Black Rambo with the guns. You feel what I'm saying? They just throwing them guns to try out because he got a big following.
Yeah, and I seen that like on my YouTube too. Like I was like, oh, he lit. Like I see him going to like gun shops where they create gun parts. I'm like, okay, he lit. So people do get paid, like they do monetize what they love to do, bro. So.
Just selling personality. That's the crazy thing, and that's kind of like the art of it. I'm starting to notice because anything you selling, most of the time if your product is not 100% legit, but even if they don't even find you, most of the time it's like it seems like you selling part of your personality. Like when we look at rappers, we watch interviews and we kind of go from there. Like, man, I don't like this. You know what I mean? Right. We probably look like, or we get up in there and see like, I fuck with bro for that. You feel me? Because a lot of niggas in his position might not have said that or even put us, like Nip putting us on cryptocurrency early. You know what I mean? And then fast forward to this time now, everything he said, came true. You feel me? And a lot of people benefited off of that. And I was upset that I fell off that wave. and I wouldn't, once I had my daughters, I kind of fell off, you know what I mean? Just attacking the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? And I was kind of said I wasn't able to capitalize, but it's all right though. You feel what I'm saying? Go get to it.
And that's another way, bro. That financial literacy right now. Oh my goodness! Like Earn Your Leisure. I'm always watching every episode they drop, every Market Monday they drop. I'm on it.
I've been on stuff like that.
Who else I love on it?
I've been fucking with Derek Grace. I bought damn near like $1,000 plus up on his books. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. Some of the information I felt like I knew because where my knowledge was, but when it comes to financial, it was kind of like, Hey,
you can't feel bad about investing in yourself, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm definitely not really tripping about that because at the end of the day, I feel like I spent over $1,000 with him on books. It was a way to also support another man's business. I feel like, don't get me wrong, he talk his shit, but he come from you could say our generational perspective. You feel what I'm saying? Because he kind of feel like how we be feeling when people get to talking to us and they're like, bro, who you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, nigga ain't got to respect what you got going on.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I really like that because I also peeped that in Nip. Like I used to be watching like videos. I'm like, this nigga smoking in his shop. I said, would that look bad for business? But I said, at the end of the day, if you watch his perspective, who give a fuck? Like, bro, you either spend money with me or you don't. Because either way it goes, somebody go buy this motherfucker. If not, the same nigga that bought one earlier go come back for this. You feel me? For this one.
He gonna do it his way.
Right. And that's why I've been kind of like, I've been really trying to gravitate towards that as well. Just a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Got to show a little bit off. But shit, back up on, you know what I mean? Let's get your hemp and your fitness and everything out there. You know what I mean? Let's get you properly out there because I know you doing the fitness, you doing the hemp. You feel me? You know what I mean? Keep going with that. Like, what inspired you to, after basketball, even stay fitted and motivated like that? Because a lot of us, I slimmed up a little bit. A lot of people get fat, slim up. You feel me? What made you keep on going with that? Besides the peace of mind. Because I know you.
Good question, bro. I couldn't play the game. So I had to direct that energy towards something. Like I know you remember in college I was trying to get swole. They was telling me I need to stop lifting.
Yeah, you was already swole when I first met you. You ain't lying.
So like I always wanted to be big, but like when I couldn't hoop no more and I just hung it up, that's when I really just turned up the fitness. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can really hit another level with this. I'm already an athlete. I can really put on some size. I can really, help people and probably inspire a lot of my homies. That's what it was. Like, I'm just trying to inspire the homies. Because we all got homies in our circle, you know what I mean, that need to be uplifted, you know what I mean, in some areas. So for me, it was the fitness. I know I can, like, if I can get them turned up and get them feeling better about themselves, they'll just hit another level, I know. Because, shit, I went through it. Like, I couldn't
Builds
hoop.
confidence.
Couldn't hoop, really. Banged up. Kind of, like, got in the fitness game. I was doing personal training when I got out to Vegas and shit like that. And, yeah, I just turned it up, bro. I just fell in love with it. Fell in love with helping people. Fell in love with the process. I love processes, you know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean, but I'm the same way with certain, especially something that you really enjoy doing. You feel me? That's how you get better. The process. Doing it when you don't feel like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Discipline. You understand discipline? Because that's in every craft, because that's how it was for basketball. Them late times when we, don't get me wrong, sometimes when coach used to have us up in there late, you feel me, nigga be like, God damn, but then, when we in there just as a squad, you feel me, getting up, you know what I mean, got the music going, niggas getting up shots, that shit just felt like we on to something. this what it's supposed to feel like, basically, like Nip said.
Like, you want to know something crazy, bro? Like, everybody don't come out, of college, I mean, cool. Like, a lot of dudes go the wrong way. Because they lose that routine. And you said, like, why do I go crazy like that? In the gym, I keep that routine. I kept that routine. I need that routine in my life to just...
That structure.
I need to get up at 4:30 and train, period. That's how I have to start the day like that. I'm getting a jump start on everybody. I'm already in my mode. Shit, I'm done. I'm done at 2 o'clock while y'all just taking lunch. You know what I mean? So
early mornings, knocking it out. What's so funny is everybody probably watching, probably looking like, this mellow ass nigga ain't in here turning up. Free one of them guys that he don't seem like he gonna be this mellow. I can't say that, because when I first met you, you did have like a quiet look on your face. You feel what I'm saying? But during the game, it was funny because I remember Lamine was like, hey, Free, you want some of this coffee? Lamine, I don't need none of that to get turned up, bro. I got
shout
it in
out
here.
to Lamine.
Most deaf. Because Lamine, he know, me and him talked, me and you talked about that. I think Lamine was putting me up on game about spirituality, black spirituality early, and you know how it was at times in college. It was just jokes, playing around. Right. So I didn't I didn't even pay attention. We had a homie named Salam. You feel me? What I got now, I chop it up with him. You know what I mean? About his background, you feel me, and what's going on. But at that time,
so much growth, bro. So much growth.
On everything, because me used to be, your fucking last name is Williams. You're not no fucking Englishman. And I'm like, what? The fuck doesn't matter? But then now it's like, that shit matter. You feel me? It definitely matter. And I know you know where I'm coming from, because I know you be on blue pill, red pill. You feel me? I don't know if you fuck with Sinetta.
Oh, yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
I've been down that road. Like, I don't really tap in as much, like, because I just really don't enjoy seeing brothers beefing.
Argue.
Like,
I kind of got to that point, too.
What's the agenda, man? Like, I thought we was building.
Right. And at first it seemed like that to me, because here's the funny thing, though. That I kind of, after college basketball, not college, because I went back to go finish, but after college basketball, I kind of got in like a little mode. You feel me? Where I felt like, man, you know what I mean? I would say it was like a form of depression for me. And the funny thing is, all that shit right there uplifted me. But then after growing and learning so much, it got to a point, like how you said, like, you learn how to debate with certain people, if anything, you feel what I'm saying? But if it's not going to be like scholarly, and we're not doing it to, like you saying, build, a lot of that shit is like, bro, these niggas is tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Because y'all basically all saying the same thing, just in a different language.
Yeah.
From my perspective, that's just what I hear when I hear them saying it, Arabic, Hebrew, whether we talking about Medu Netu, you know what I mean? And even over here in the Mayans, you feel what I'm saying? Over here, it's all the same thing to me.
And I don't really know that much. You know what I mean? Like,
I get into all that. Sumer, I used to get into, man, that used to, like how you said the weightlifting kept you sane. That, the knowledge of learning
about who you are.
Yeah, religion, spirituality, who we are, who, like, just all of that kept me, like you saying, structured. It kept me going. It kept me, like, just no lie. Like, I used to be roll up, crack down to like a 5-hour video of some Hebrews having a debate on the Bible, their points, and, you know, just trying to get understanding of what.
Tapping into
Right,
it. Just tapping into a different energy.
That shit start talking to me where I start picking up the Kabbalah and I start, you know, getting into things on my own where it was like, don't tell me this book is talking about, wow. You know what I mean? And it just, I started getting into some heavy stuff, you know what I mean? People call devilish stuff that I feel like is really not unless I'm missing the point. But everything could be devilish in essence depending on how you manipulate the powers to be, the principles, shall I say.
Agreed. It's crazy because in college, my major was Africana Studies.
Mm-hmm.
So
I used to be on your ass about that too when we had that SMT class.
Like, I didn't know what I was doing, you know, like, and kids need to stop that shit. Like, really get your major in something like in something that you, if you know you ain't about to go pro, you need to be real with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a major that you can get you a little bit of bread from, at least trade or something. But yeah, I took Africana Studies and I loved it though. Like, even though I don't care about what I can do with that, it taught me a lot, bro. Like how you went through that, I was going through that in college. Hooping, that's probably like where I gave up the game early. I
can see that.
I was tapping in with myself early, bro. Like, I was reading, like, bro, it was crazy.
I used to be fucking with you in the SMT class when you used to be coming from Farage. You used to be brushing me off like, this nigga Moan. I can see what you said. I can definitely see that.
So that's why I was like, this energy is off here. You know what I mean? I just felt the energy was off there. And shout out to J Money because, man, him, you know how we was tight. We was tight. You know, that's still my man too. Like, but
he got game low key. I can't even say low key.
We just knew the energy was. We was on the same frequency. A couple people was on that same frequency with me, but it was really me and Money, and like we just knew the energy was off, especially with that major, bro.
With Africana Studies.
Yeah.
Explain what you mean by when you say it was off.
And you know the energy was off because we can't really go in, you know, too much detail.
As far as curriculum?
No, I'm just talking about the whole university.
Got you. I got you. Yes, because I start getting, you know what I mean, start getting into the knowledge. I definitely know what you mean by when, yeah. Because I know what you mean, because I was in a good space before I got there, and then when I got there, I was thinking this was going to be this, and then it turned out that I was like, it brought my value. You feel what I'm saying? At least what I was trying to accomplish, I kind of, you know what I mean, dropped some notches as well. You feel me? That's why you probably seen.
I'm not pointing the blame either on anything or anybody, but I'm just saying for me and my personal journey, what I was going through at the time, I wasn't vibrating with that program and the university. It's not, they probably was doing, you know what I mean, they probably did a hell of a job, but I just wasn't vibing with it. But I did the best I could though.
I definitely know what you mean, bro. It was a tough one to do. I did switch up my whole program going up in there as well. Like, I got eased up. Let's say that. My focus dropped. You feel me? And I that was part of my being upset afterwards. You feel what I'm saying? That I let that happen when you're supposed to be in control of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody will force you to get focused and do A, B, C, D. You feel me? But, you know what I mean, to move on the convo real quick, you feel me? What you think about them Lakers? I know you rooting for them Lakers. You feel what I'm saying? Do you think they go let LeBron be the first person to ever play in a play-in tourney and then win a ship? Because that's what it seemed like they go.
I didn't know what was going on with that play. By the way, I was just like, is this for ratings? Because y'all favorite
Yes.
team isn't playing in the playoffs.
They do that for ratings, definitely.
I do like it though, because it gave Russ opportunity. You know, that's my boy. And Stephen A. just been tripping lately. So I'm like, man, what's up with you and my mans? But I've been rocking with Russ for a minute on the low. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to see him get in. You know?
Most definitely.
They play Philly, I think, right?
Yeah, which is gonna be a good one because him and Embiid don't get along. With I think they gonna go home. Obviously, based on the squads, you feel me? The matchup.
I don't know, man. I'm rocking with my man. 'Cause he having a crazy year.
He is, but I don't see nobody on the Wizards stopping Embiid.
They got good. That's what coaches for.
Definitely.
They better have a scheme ready, a double or zone, in and out of zone, and one dribble double or something like that for that man.
They matchup gonna be crazy because you know how basketball is when it's a little personal. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of more weight on it. You feel what I'm saying? But I definitely enjoyed them adding the play-in tourney because it gave the teams, let's say 7 through 10.
You gave them a shot.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Like towards the end of the year where you see people, I don't want to, fuck it. You know how we. I'm still a Lakers fan, by the way, but I'm rooting for the Clippers right now. He said it don't make sense before we start talking, but it has something to do with LeBron. You feel what I'm saying? But
my man that said he's a Laker fan, but he's going for the little brothers.
Hey, I was rooting for the little brothers when we had Nick Young, and we was tanking, doing shit like that when they was calling themselves the haters with Jordan Hill and all of the other, BS that they was doing. You feel me? But if they would have to play in tournament around those times, it would have gave a lot of them teams that was out there doing that type of stuff more opportunity to get, let's upset some people. Let's knock them up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? So any opportunity that they use to make the game where they play hard. Like, I didn't like the All-Star game either, the format, but they kind of play hard. You feel what I'm saying? A little bit within it, especially the last fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I agree with that. You feel me? I like it.
Well, Lakers, bro, I think we just got to see, bro.
You don't want to put too much pressure on them?
It's not that. It's just, like, I don't know about their health. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm. Brian and AD.
So.
And Brian got hurt just a little bit before playing the play-in tournament.
Who knows, bro? Like, these boys hungry.
Everybody
hungry. So, like,
I see it.
I grew up a Lakers fan. Like, so, even before Brian, like.
Me too. That's the whole issue.
I rock with Brian, though. Like, I rock with Brian, but I've been a Lakers fan. So, like, from the outside looking in, they just look like they got a dope organization. The Buzz family, how they was they just look like they just get shit done. They get shit done, and they know how to win.
Most definitely. Like, and it's fashionable. If you get what I'm saying, like it's
Showtime.
Yeah, like
Hollywood, bring out the stars.
It's like a spell on it, or something like that on the Lakers. You look at Magic. I ain't gonna say he started the Showtime, but it's kind of like he generated the Showtime, and then like you look at the plays he doing, and then when you get to Shaq and Kobe era, it's like nigga, that famous lob, that's Showtime in the clutch moment like that too, through traffic. So
I just like LA kid, South Central kid in the hood, like watching Kobe, all my boys, we watching
Byron
Kobe.
Scott,
bro,
Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel.
When they was going back to back and shit like that, like we was trying to go to parades and stuff. Like we was real Laker, we still real Laker fans, so we just rock with motherfuckers that know how to win. Most
definitely. That's what's funny is I was still rooting for the Lakers when Brian first came in. You feel me? It was when he got everybody up out of there. But if I was a GM, I'll give him that way too. But let me get back to like when he first got in there and they didn't make it. I said, Brian gonna have some issues because if they don't get him some help, if they didn't get him AD and got him some real help, the LA, we're not taking that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't put up with who? You supposed to be an all-star and we doing no playoffs, no none of this. We don't do that shit. We'll get your ass up out of here like the White quick.
Yeah.
And I was really fearing for that with him because they booed him, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of games his first year coming in.
I'm not sure, but I do know what you mean by like just having that pressure playing in LA. Like I said, bro, like as a kid being in LA, we used to have a winning team. So yeah, that is pressure, bro.
This is, cause especially when you first get up in there.
And you know, the GOAT.
Kobe.
Yeah,
They comparing him to Kobe. He got
Right.
he got some shoes to fill. You feel what I'm saying?
coming in after that, man. So you know, you had to get that chip in the bubble. I think that
Most def.
I think that put a lot on his body though, getting that chip in the bubble.
Yeah, because even though I trip on Bron, I'm still a fan of Bron. When Bron that killer, that last year in Cleveland, that took a lot out of him. When he beat up the Raptors with DeMar, and then came around 3-1, down 3-1 to the Celtics, and then he got dunked on 2 times by Jason Tatum in that. But
That was your favorite Bron right there, because he been in the league.
no, the Heat Bron is my favorite Bron because
Heat Bron.
with great players and they get other great players around them, you could really start to see them open up their game to more of what they can do because now they can focus on their expertise and not like have to dibble dabble in somebody else's pot. You feel what I'm saying?
On getting that dub, then
Right.
chemistry.
He was coming off of picks and
He was
niggas go, you ain't gonna step up? Bow! And it's like that started the shooting rhythm for Bron in Miami.
Facts.
You feel me? I like the second year one because when they came back and won that first one, because it was. But that Cleveland Bron without Kyrie that year, to me, it was like, it ain't nothing they could do with this nigga. Somebody fuck him up. He was putting up 44, 12, and 15 in the finals.
That Heat Bron was different, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, that Heat Bron was different.
You got to see him elevate his game playing with Bosh and D Wade. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm fuck Bron. Not like that. I'm going with, like you said, GOAT. We could do some GOAT talk. Because Kobe, for so that clinic, I had to explain to him. I said, bro, y'all ever see Kobe clinic on YouTube? You know, the ones we used to watch? He'd be like, nigga, he does everything to a high level, bro. Like, and when I seen him in person, I had to tell the homies, when I seen him in person and did this game, I had to size my nigga up. Because it's like,
different, bro.
It's just, this nigga just a little taller than me. He was already had that dad bod going, you know what I mean? So, but it's like, this nigga was dunking on footers, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and shooting anything he want without a thought in the world. You feel me? Who you feel like as a GOAT and just like a one-on-one scorer, who you feel like Kobe could give Kobe a run for their money one-on-one scoring as far as his total package? Because Bron could one-on-one score, but it's more
James
so.
Harden.
I would have thought you would have said KD.
I'm just going by like height and position right now. James Harden, easy.
Kobe shredded him though up in the drill.
I'm just saying, from what have you like James Harden been doing? Oh my God, nobody like he got it figured out.
I had a piece of that action in high school. He was killing us.
Oh yeah,
he was killing us. Don't lie. It was, he my first time seeing James in high school, because I hopped on the high school basketball team kind of late, and it was like my junior year, and that's my first time even playing organized. Really, everything else was all on the street, no lie. And when I seen him, he was already 6'5", and I'm looking like, damn, this nigga handling that rock. He going past niggas, dunking, shooting three. They had Malik Story, Renardo Sidney. They had definitely a stacked high school team. They was coming off
Artesia or something.
Yeah, definitely. They was hooping.
I like Devin Booker too. He can
D-Book?
Yeah, he's nice.
That's interesting because what you think about that first round, the Suns versus Lakers? I got the Lakers pulling that out because I don't see nobody holding Bron. Close, nobody.
They got, it's like CP healthy.
I think so.
It'll be good. It'll be a good series. Like, I got the Lakers in that though.
I think I said that too. I don't see nobody
in that though.
pulling it out over the lake.
They
The
gonna
Suns.
give him a run. Like I said, these boys is hungry.
What did you think if the Lakers were playing the Jazz?
The Jazz is always tough playing in Utah, just like Denver is always tough playing in Denver. Like they be beating people ass when they get them out there.
The high elevation.
I don't know what that. Yeah, I guess that's what that's about. But they be rocking, bro. But you know, Jamal Murray hurt. Like, are they in the play? Like,
Yeah.
They still doing good.
It's Jazz, Suns, Denver, Clippers, Mavs, Portland, Lakers, Warriors.
I like Luka too, man.
Definitely. And that's why I was like concerned about. I'm rooting for the Clippers. I said, what the fuck are y'all doing? I said, if y'all really was tanking, if y'all really wasn't resting them and y'all really was tanking for that, I said, bro, Luka is a fucking tough matchup.
That's who they play first?
Yeah, the Clippers
is
playing.
Porzingis healthy?
I believe so. And that's why I said, like, he off and on. And that's what I think Stephen A., I caught that last night. They were saying this all depends on if Porzingis is healthy.
If KP healthy,
it's going to be a battle.
Problem.
Right, definitely. Because we don't have no big right now that can. Who else we pick up that was a big? That's the Clippers. It's just Ibaka.
He just good.
D-Cuz and then we don't have nobody can stay with him.
He just good. He can shoot the three. Like
Deep.
He's skilled.
Deep. We're like 2K.
That's the type of person that people overlook. Like
Porzingis?
Yeah, KP. I like Bobo a lot too. I've been like,
boy.
That boy is good. He like 7'3" KD.
He got to get his strength, his lower body strength together. Kind of like B.I. had to do, in my opinion. KD did too, a little bit in the league. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You know, you into the science of movement and shit like
he's
that.
skilled though to be that big. Like I'm glad they giving him a shot.
Opportunity.
That's cool.
Mo Bamba, who's that? Is it Mo Bamba? Him as well. I seen him slam with somebody shit too. I said, damn, he came back and playing. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? It's good that his health is in proper place. You feel what I'm saying? Because that could be very scary as an athlete. You feel? Fuck being an athlete as a human being.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying? Definitely. You feel me? So with the you think Donovan Mitchell coming back, the Jazz go pull it out? Cause they kicking ass, bro. I don't like doubting. You know how I am. I don't like giving people over. You know what I mean? Oh, this nigga just weak. Like, nah, bro. If he got a cool right hand, nigga, you better watch out for that right hand.
I like him. Like he's good.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, he added a jump shot to that motherfucker.
Good. Too. Like he's good, bro. I don't know though. Like I said, bro, the West is tough.
Yes, it is. It could go any way.
The West is tough, and these boys is hungry. And like I think they see that the Lakers is banged up. That's making them even more hungry. And like I said, I know Russ is hungry.
So you got Wizards coming out the East? In all honesty, I know you like Russ.
Yeah, I rock with Russ, but I hope he can. I hope him and Bradley Beal can. That's tough though.
What's the basketball side of you saying though?
Nah, they ain't gonna get past Philly. They probably go 7. I hope they can go 7 with Philly. And he can pull that out, give that team some confidence.
He definitely got the pieces when they running properly and they in transition and he doing his thing. Because I watched him a couple of times and I said, "Dang, he got these youngsters out here.
He got them
moving,
turned up.
Right? They slamming shit. They doing this and they feeding off that. You know that Russ. You know that. My little sister hate
energy,
that.
Bro.
My little sister see him doing this. I'm gonna do the face up on when he was on OKC. My little sister be like. What? Why is he doing that, Ramon? What is wrong with him? I said, he got to get turned up. Shit, he hyped up. He just slammed on somebody, and nigga, what you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Boy, athlete. So,
Definitely.
He can get him. He gets, like I said, bro, Dimer Hall of Fame. Once he get that pill to you, like you go hit. He just got to get that pill to you. So Bradley Beal too, like
Bradley Beal, nice, and he got to stay healthy.
So.
He definitely got to stay healthy because he seemed like he got a button that somebody say, get hurt. Let me go down.
It's tough, but he a walking 40 though. When
yes,
he is healthy. But you know, like I said, bro, the Sixers is tough. Like I'm rooting for my man though. Like if you was in the league, I'd be rooting for you.
Most def. You ain't that type of nigga to be hating.
Yeah, like I'm rooting for my man, but like them boys is tough. Like that's like maybe an MVP on that team. We don't even know yet.
Upon the Wizards?
Philly.
Philly? Yeah.
So
they got a nice squad.
They already got Defensive Player of the Year. with Ben, like
Seth Curry, they got some pieces.
They got some pieces, bro.
Definitely.
So it's
and
gonna be tough.
I think they number one in the East right now too, and then they got Doc. So they definitely
and that big man should be hungry for bigs in general. Like after Kawhi hit that shot, I was starving.
Yeah, right.
I'd be starving to just rip everybody head off. So.
And they've been doing it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet because, and that's what I'm talking about when I say
we ain't on the East, so
definitely. But it also has to do with ESPN, SportsCenter, and all of them people though. That's why I get to the point when we was talking before the podcast. You know, we started this show about how some people in the league get overshadowed. Certain stories in the league get overshadowed by certain people that always maintain these stories. And it's like, come on, bro, you gotta. Yeah, Brian, Steph, but come on, bro. These guys over here winning. You know what I mean? Last year, Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell dropped 55, and that was overshadowed by, I think, something that Brian and somebody else had. Oh, was it Paul George? Probably the Paul George and Dame Lillard shit, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, damn. Dame was going nuts.
He was.
Lake Show was going nuts. I mean, they was giving Jamal Murray love, though.
You talking about with fouls?
No, I mean like showing him on like
the attention. Yeah.
He blew up. Like his stock went crazy in the bubble.
They got past the Jazz on that. That's why. But they little duo, I felt like that was kind of iconic. If that was, you know what I mean?
Like for a hooper, maybe. You know, I was watching it. We like, oh my God, here he comes.
Right. Like nigga, they squabbing.
Yeah. Right. I be grabbing
like King
people,
of the Hill.
I be grabbing people and everything watching the game. Oh shit, here he come.
They was squabbling. That's what I said. It was iconic, bro.
They was going at it, yeah.
And people really don't. It just kind of went over people's head. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, bro, they both dropped 50 pieces. Let this be Kobe and
Brian the league baby though. So
yeah, and Steph kind of in that boat too.
So you
feel me?
Like everybody had their turn, bro. That's just how it is. That's how I look at it. I don't know how the shit work though. I'm not in the league. So
sometimes I think they could build a story just from outside looking in.
Well, Kwame told us that.
That's good that you brought up Kwame Brown.
Kwame told us that. So shit, I really don't know what's going on in the league. I just from the outside looking in.
From the outside looking in, when I be looking at shit, I said, wow, it seemed like certain. Don't get me wrong, everybody got friends. Like, I appreciate D Wade going against LeBron when that's my friend, but I'm not gonna say I think it was about him being the GOAT or in his top whatever. And some people got upset at D Wade or even Paul Pierce about going against LeBron. But it's like, bro, how do y'all shame another guy with an ego just as big as that dude, you know what I mean, about their craft, just because he got a difference of opinion? You know what I mean? Like Richard Jefferson. Who was it? Jay Will. Shannon Sharp did a little bit by fuck with Shannon Sharp because he say some real shit. I fuck with Shannon Sharp, but Richard Jefferson and Jay Will, they kind of like, it'd be like, and they'd be like, oh man, Brian got to zip up his motherfucking zipper.
That's they baby, bro. That's the league baby. I be chopping it up with my boys. Like, what's gonna happen when Brian finally?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna take over?
That's a good question.
Like it's.
Because Juice was saying KD, and KD kind of got there because they talk about him and everything he do too. But LeBron kind of like, he kind of was like the perfect image for an NBA player.
KD is nice.
Definitely. He talk nice. A lot. KD voiced his opinion very in a blunt manner, no matter where he at.
Brian just changed the game.
He did on a professional aspect.
Him and Curry just changed basketball, like the league, the way league work, and the way people make decisions now, trying to get to the league and all type of stuff. The way people even play. You ref, you said so. I know you be seeing these kids out here shooting from 30. That's
Definitely.
all they do is shoot from 30 now. The game is different. Like, you need so many shooters. You got to be able to stretch the floor.
You got to have a wise mentality is the best way to say it. You got to be mature with your understanding of the game. You feel me? Because, like you said, when I be reffing, I see some of the youngsters that be out there that got game. And it'd be like, you know, we do this though too as basketball players. Be like, damn, nigga ain't putting it together though. You know what I mean? Like it's something that and it might be a mental thing. You feel
Most
me?
of the time.
Because I felt like I had that problem. You feel me? I felt like I had that. I felt like damn, like I got game. But it be times where like once I get in the funk, it's like I don't even. Bitch just fucked up my whole mindset, bro. I don't even want to play.
Sometimes it's the system you in. Sometimes it's your mindset.
Definitely.
But you know, basketball is like 90% confidence, bro.
I should be going through things when we was playing. They should help me lose my confidence, and it had to deal with the higher ups. And it's not just their fault because half is on me from putting in extra work. But when I felt like it was times where, let's say, Mom, you been playing good all week. You starting. Free. We get to the game Thursday, Friday night. We just stretching out. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Ramon, we got a little change in the line. Ramon, you out. So-and-so you in. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, what? And I used to be really in there sometimes on some of those moments cringing. You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, you just took everything I just worked hard for, and I felt like I earned. You know what I mean? During practice and during the week, you just took it away. Just a little bit. But, you know what I mean? Niggas still got to go out there and perform. You feel me? That shouldn't stop that. You feel what I'm saying? I let that fuck me up.
And I just, like, have, like, a breakfast with my coach from JUCO and shit, like, in Washington. Super dope coach. It's hard to be a coach, bro. They deal. Oh my God, bro! Like it took me not to hoop for 10 years, just to appreciate all my coaches. Like even from like I've been thinking about like high school shit. Like them coaches like was trying to get me right
to understand.
They was trying to get me like to move in. Like I didn't understand at that time. I was like, this shit is corny. Like, but. Like, they seen great, like, they really do be seeing greatness in kids. They really do want to help kids. Really do, bro. So, it be tough trying to manage these kids, bro. They be having problems. We got trauma.
Definitely.
And we walking into these programs not healed.
Definitely. And most of the time it's from a father perspective, too, especially
it's just,
males.
bro, the world, bro. Like, it's just harsh on us. We gotta go hard, but get it out the mud. But the world is just hard on us, bro. Like it's just what it is.
You just made me think about that show. Damn, I don't know if you watched that on Amazon, and it's about this black family moving from North Carolina, South Carolina, during like the early '60s, 50s, or something like that. Moved to Compton, where it's all white, and they're the first family. Yeah, and it's a good show.
But somebody was telling me about this.
I want you to tap in with that because the show. When you know, I be breaking down movies, you know what I mean? Just where I be at with the knowledge and trying to decipher them. And it's a scene in there that tap into what you just mentioned because it just ran through my mind, the vision of that. Because the father in there, when he's battling with himself, there's this blackface coon type guy, but he's not that and be enticing him. But he's the part of the black man in here in America that we had to deal with from like, you know, you come up and like, hey, you doing, boy? Where you going this morning? And it's like, bro, what the? Nigga, I ain't fucking with you. What are you, you know, who you talking to? And you have to be a little, I ain't gonna say have to be a little submissive. We were a little submissive. You know, I can't say were because I wasn't, you know what I mean, from the historical perspective, they were showing us being a little submissive, you know what I mean, for certain reason, whether it's family, A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? But as a man, like you talking about as a black man, that's kind of traumatic to kind of deal with because now it builds a monster in a sense, but it's a necessary monster.
I tell my brother all the time, I be like, bro, these motherfuckers done did a great job. From then until now, they have done a great job of whatever the mission and agendas has been. They have done it.
Talking about the powers that be.
Just the powers that be.
Yes, that's when America most definitely.
You can just tell.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
You can just tell it's just been set up.
COINTELPRO.
Layup. is a layup, but that's a whole nother conversation.
No, we could get into that. That's all part of. That's all about pro hustling. You feel me? Because
that's a whole nother.
That we gotta let the convo flow because that get into heritage and who we are because who we are is everything. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's pretty much like what I'm doing, bro. Like I go right back into what I'm trying to do. Get away from all the fitness and bodybuilding so heavy, and tap into mental health, men's mental health. Bro, we traumatized, and they don't want to deal with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't want to deal with it. No black men want to deal with it, bro. I roll up hella weed. Shout out to Steph too, cause he gave me the name Free Khalif, cause bro used to like burn heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still do burn heavy, bro. I'm not like burning just cause I love. Like it's definitely.
I picked up a little heavier. You know how I used to be. I used to be tapping, I used to be tapping out.
We self medicating. You know what I mean? People deal with shit different ways, but you know what I mean. Like definitely need therapy, and we traumatize, and the self care is a start. You know what I mean? But dudes don't even know how to do that.
They ain't lying.
Because they grew up thinking that shit was
it's weird. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shit is gay, or that shit is feminine.
Keep your toes down and stuff. You ain't got to get the polish. Just get them cleaned up real quick. You feel me?
Go get your shit
get
down,
the ingrown toe. You know what I mean?
You feel me? Go get your shit down, man. Like, chill. Like, take care of yourself.
No Asian hate, little, Suline, go massage your feet, rub them up pretty good. You feel me? Hit me with the foot rock. Don't get no calluses remover. I think that's a scam.
Gotta take care of yourself, though, bro. Like self-care, like, you can start there. You know what I mean? Start with loving yourself and taking care of yourself.
Most definitely.
I want to teach people how to do that, and I do that shit. I think I should do that shit the coolest.
Most definitely.
So.
You definitely be in there, you know what I mean, in your own vibe. I had to have one of my little cousins tap in with your page because I said, I just been researching and just trying to understand business and even like promotion and how everybody doing this. And the best, I think I'm pretty good at learning from other people, just watching, and trying
Obviously,
to figure it out. And I noticed photos have to be legit. Artwork have to be, you can't half-ass. Quality is a must over quantity. You feel what I'm saying? And I be looking, I had to direct to your page because I said, if you on your poetic shit and that art, go ahead and look at the homie page because this nigga just be around plants in his front room and
art,
he turned it on lights in the background and ABCD, and I said that nigga in there looking like he on some Larry June and he just got
just a vibe, bro. Like,
most deaf.
I feel like I'm on vacation when I'm at home.
Heaven.
I feel like I'm on vacay. Air is amazing in my crib.
I need to get some plants for that same exact
reason.
Like
that's how I even started.
I'm like, science.
I was like, I was sniffing and doing all. I went to go buy like 5 big Sansevieria snake plants. They say they're like air purifiers or whatever. That got me into the plant game.
Get some people some plants out there real quick. some oxygenated plants. You know what I mean? The tap in with, because I definitely need some myself.
Yeah. My favorite is the snake plant, man. You don't have to. You maybe have to water it once every 3 weeks in the summer or something like that, and then like wintertime maybe like once a month. So super easy plant. It's swaggy if you know what I mean.
Get the decorating
growing. If you do, you're the interior right. It's dope. I like hanging plants. Everything big. I like giant plants, hanging plants, pothos, philodendrons. I like a lot of different plants. Like, y'all just gotta tap into my plant page at Free Khalif.
Most definitely tap into his plant page and just who I am right now. I just thought of an idea for you, bro. I said I'm gonna have to have Free when I move. Come over here and set up my plants. ABC. I said I could see my nigga being a dope ass interior decorator. Yes, bro. I said that, and that's the funny thing because a lot of, like you said, a lot of guys might but it's like, bro, this is easy money. You just basically getting other people products and going to go say this could go here, this could go here. What you think about that?
It's not. It's not even about the money. That's just like you said, bro. I genuinely think plants is a vibe. Mm-hmm. I genuinely want to help you clean your air and uplift your vibe, man. Like try something new, enhance your crib.
Most def.
Like single dude, like chick walking your crib, you got pothos hanging, you got a snake plant in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
you got the wine pop. It's a vintage.
Nice little artwork
You know
up
what I
and
mean?
stuff like that.
You don't got no dirt up under your nails. Your skin glowing. You in shape.
Free talking that stuff.
Like,
he gonna lay her down.
you booming.
Uh-huh.
Like,
little wine glass a little bit, right there ready for it. You feel
you
what I'm
just trying
saying?
to hit the next level, man.
Little lamb
like,
chops in the air fryer.
Some simple,
Real
man.
healthy. I've been on them lamb chops. That's my shit at the house.
You know what I mean? Like,
them lamb chops fire.
we gotta switch it up.
Most
you know
definitely.
What I mean? But
little sea moss smoothie on the side. You feel me?
that's it. That's later down the line. But yeah.
I be on all of that for real. I be trying to make sure I went vegan. You know what I mean? Damn near for a whole year when I was having my first daughter. I think that was 2017. All year I went vegan, which was surprising, and it was really hard at times because I didn't have the knowledge to cook new meals. If you get what I'm saying, I caught myself being repetitive with the meals I was eating, but nevertheless, after learning so much knowledge, things could be a balance for your individual, what you're looking for. And because I've seen some people that went vegan that damn near said they damn near died and they had to pick up a little bit of eggs, just a little chicken stuff here and there that they felt like their body was missing. I'm not necessarily saying there's all protein up in meat.
It's tough to make that transition. Like if you don't know what you're doing, like you gotta have your ducks in order. It's good to have like a nutritionist, somebody who experienced with that, because bro, I just can't come off like what I'm doing and like my body would be like, what, bro? You losing iron, you need vitamins, you miss like
cashews, the whole thing.
So that's dope though. Like, was that it was a spiritual thing or was it just like genuinely?
Definitely spiritual. The dread, it came with the dreads. It was like a whole combo package when I was learning. You know what I mean? It was just and it was also for me to discipline. You feel me? Like you said, as an athlete, you need at times we all need structure. But when we really tapping in as an athlete, you know that, and you're going far a little bit. You kind of know that discipline and the structure is what's going to build, progressive habits. You feel me? I'm like being, repetitive with it. So, you gotta grow, step out that box. You know what I mean? And that kind of did it for me because I was never somebody that any of the homies that really know me from being young. I didn't like having hair. You feel me? So it was a way for me to try something, just let go. You know what I mean? Stop being so worried about everything. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you too because we both locked. So what do your locks mean to you, bro?
Growth. My story, a journey. I didn't keep 100. This is about to sound funny. I didn't start having my children until I even locked my fucking hair, which sound crazy. Like, and I ain't changed nothing different. Do you know what I mean? If anybody know what that means. I ain't changed nothing different, but it just felt like, you know what I mean? I'm reading, I'm thinking of Samson, people, religious, figures, you know what I mean? Just of ancient times, you know what I mean? And that's what really made me go there with it. And then it was just a growth. It's a journey for me. You know what I mean? It's something to, it's ancestral, you feel me? Has to do with, just who we are. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, our hair will lock up naturally, even without even getting it parted. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody want to call it nappy, but coily and nappy kind of go in hand. Whatever you choose to, guide yourself in, but I would say coily. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's within us. That's just, you know what I mean? What about you? We got, quick, man. What about you?
Patience, bro, for me. Yeah, bro. You just gotta be patient. So mine represent patience, freedom.
That was part of it. Me too.
And I feel like hair is an antenna, bro. Don't cut your antennas off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember I had a set of locks, I cut them off and I tried to go corporate and I hated that I did that. And I felt hella fake in corporate, trying to touch that bag, and I got right back out of that shit and locked right back up again. I felt I feel amazing, bro. These are antennas, so we don't want to keep getting disconnected.
From the earth. You talking about some other deeper spiritual stuff,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
which is tapped in. But you know what I mean? It's been a good one, bro. Let the people know where they can meet you at. I mean, meet you where they can find you at. You feel me? One more time.
Yeah, fitness profile at Stronger Sean. Plant profile is the plant. That's the profile that's popping right now. So it's at Free Khalif. And you can follow my business page at Freeman's Hemco. That's where you can find all the hemp products. We're going through a little transition right now with banks and situations like that because we sell hemp products, but we'll be back soon.
Most def. It was a pleasure having you, bro. I appreciate you coming. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna have to have you back, and we might have to put you on here with Dion.
Yeah, we appreciate you,
with
bro.
Dion. You feel me? But shout out to Innovative Culture. Everybody tap in with the video. Follow ProHustle. Got new gear coming out. I'm definitely gonna throw you some gear. Throw everybody some new gear. You know what I mean? And we
Shout out Innovative, man.
Most def. Most def.
I'm rocking with that. Ain't heavy, yeah.
Most def. And we out. Appreciate that.
Innovative.